What's up, fight fans, and welcome back to the Roger Report. Get ready, because we've got a rapid-fire rundown of the hottest news that's about to blow your minds. First up, has Ireland officially knocked out Conor McGregor? His brief, wild presidential campaign has just revealed a massive vacancy in Irish politics, and we've got all the shocking details on why his bid for Áras and Uachtaráin crashed and burned, leaving a lingering stink that reached all the way to the White House and beyond. Next, we're diving deep into the octagon and beyond. UFC featherweight champion Ilia Topuria is riding high, but could his sky-high confidence be the very thing that leads to his downfall? We're breaking down the parallels between his meteoric rise and Conor McGregor's own career trajectory, and exploring if Topuria is walking a dangerous tightrope by eyeing a move outside of MMA. And speaking of Conor McGregor's return, UFC President Dana White has just issued his clearest statement yet on when we might see the Notorious back in action. After a lengthy layoff and a political detour, White is making it known exactly where he wants McGregor to headline his next massive card. We've got the inside scoop on McGregor's training and his own electrifying reaction to the possibility. Finally, we're circling back to Conor McGregor's political ambitions, or rather, the end of them. His move into Irish politics has officially come to a close, clearing the path for a potential UFC return. We're talking about his anti-immigration platform, why he couldn't secure the nominations, and what this means for his future in the octagon, especially with rumors of a historic UFC White House event. You do not want to miss this. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Conor McGregor's presidential campaign crashes and burns. He declared his intention to run for the Irish presidency, but Conor McGregor's bid for Áras and Uachtaráin has spectacularly imploded. Despite a flurry of social media activity that garnered over 108 million views and included false claims and ethno-nationalist rhetoric, McGregor failed to secure the necessary endorsements from Irish Parliament or local authorities, effectively tapping out before even reaching the ballot. His campaign, marked by a curious American twang and a reliance on Christian imagery, drew attention from powerful figures like Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who even accused Irish officials of tyranny. McGregor's withdrawal, citing the straitjacket of an outdated constitution, leaves a void in Irish politics, revealing a growing taste for grievance and spectacle that could be exploited by the rising extreme right-wing, a trend that has already manifested in anti-immigrant violence across Ireland. This political drama is far from over, but what about the octagon? Get ready, because Ilia Topuria might be following a path eerily similar to McGregor's. Topuria's confidence, championship-bound or career-doomed. Ilia Topuria has rocketed to superstardom, becoming the UFC featherweight champion with a devastating knockout and even conquering a second weight class. His confidence is palpable, drawing inevitable comparisons to the legendary Conor McGregor. However, this very self-assurance might be his Achilles heel. Just as McGregor's focus shifted towards boxing and ventures outside the UFC, leading to subsequent losses, Topuria is reportedly eyeing a massive crossover boxing match against pound-for-pound King Terence Crawford. While the allure of big money and further elevating MMA is strong, analysts warn this could be a disastrous move, potentially derailing his legacy as one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. The question remains, will Topuria learn from McGregor's cautionary tale or forge his own, potentially perilous path? But while Topuria looks to the boxing ring, one fighter is laser-focused on returning to the octagon. Dana White is dropping hints, and Conor McGregor himself is training like never before. McGregor's White House return, Dana White drops major hint. Conor McGregor's return to the UFC octagon appears closer than ever, with UFC President Dana White issuing his most concrete statement yet regarding the Irish superstar's comeback. After a prolonged absence, marked by a broken leg and a derailed fight against Michael Chandler, McGregor has been ramping up his training. White has made it clear that he wants McGregor to headline a historic UFC card planned for the White House next June. McGregor himself is ecstatic about the prospect, expressing his eagerness to fight on such a prestigious stage, calling it, "The Mac is back." This potential return comes after McGregor was found civilly liable for assault, a verdict he appealed unsuccessfully. With 2 fights left on his contract and a clear target in mind, the return of the Mac seems imminent. But before McGregor steps back into the cage, his political ambitions have officially been put to bed. We're breaking down why his presidential run ended and what it means for his UFC future. McGregor's political exit paves way for UFC comeback. Conor McGregor's foray into Irish politics has officially concluded, signaling a more probable return to the UFC. His declared intention to run for Irish presidency on an anti-immigration platform ultimately faltered, as he failed to secure the required endorsements from national parliament or local authorities, despite support from figures like Elon Musk. McGregor's presidential bid was widely seen as a non-starter, with many Irish politicians refusing to back him. Now, with his political dreams stalled, the focus shifts back to the octagon. Having re-entered the UFC's drug testing pool, McGregor is reportedly targeting a headline slot at the historic UFC White House event in June 2026. With 2 fights remaining on his UFC contract and Dana White keen on him headlining, McGregor has a clear objective for his highly anticipated comeback. And that's all the fight news for today. But stick around for a super fast recap and your chance to win. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. Conor McGregor's presidential bid is over. Ilia Topuria might be risking it all with a boxing dream. Dana White is making moves for McGregor's UFC return, and McGregor himself is training hard for that comeback. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your fight news, ring that notification bell so you're the first to know, drop a comment and let us know your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials. We'll see you in the next one.